way up in the horn. Look at that.
Yes. Yes. Oh my. That is nice.
So what are you going to do with these shrimp we caught in Daytona
We're going to
yesterday?
have shrimp po' boy sandwiches. You're going to need to make a sauce, and then you're going to have to make a breading for the shrimp. So we'll tell you what we need for the sauce first. You're going to need a half a cup of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of ketchup, 2 teaspoons of relish, half a teaspoon of hot sauce, a half a teaspoon of the Creole mustard, 1 teaspoon of paprika, a half a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, and a teaspoon of the granulated garlic, and 1 teaspoon of horseradish. That's for the sauce. Now for the shrimp, the breading, you're going to need a half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, a dash of cayenne pepper, a half a teaspoon of black pepper. You're going to need 3/4 cups of flour, a half a cup of cornmeal, a half a cup of milk. If you don't, I use buttermilk, so if you don't have buttermilk, you can make your own. You're going to use the half a cup of milk with 2 teaspoons of vinegar and a half a teaspoon of hot sauce.
So this is your homemade rolls, right?
Yeah, that's the homemade French bread that I make.
Yeah, so that's what you're going to put it on.
Right.
Okay, sounds good.
We're going to make our sauce first. So you're going to put your mayonnaise in the bowl. Your ketchup. Spices. And your mustard and your relish. And your hot sauce and your Worcestershire sauce is going to go in here. And you're just going to stir that up. What you'll do with this is put this in the refrigerator and let it sit for about 15 minutes. That way it gets the spices and the flavor in there while you're preparing this, while you're preparing your shrimp. Okay, your next step is mix up your spices. And this is about a tablespoon of spices. Well, they're all mixed together in here, so you're going to divide that basically in half. So you're going to put half in here, and then put the other half in your flour and cornmeal mixture. Then you're going to take your buttermilk, you're going to pour that in there. You're just going to mix it up. And then you take your pound of shrimp, put that in there. Just mix them up in there. Then take your flour and your cornmeal, just mix that up in there. Get everything mixed up. You can put more cayenne pepper or more hot sauce if you like. We don't like stuff that's real hot. Just make sure this is all incorporated in there like this. You just keep taking and shaking it down. And just dump that in your... You can see the cornmeal didn't get all mixed up in there, so you keep mixing it, so make sure it gets all mixed up good. After you get your flour and your spices and your cornmeal mixed up really good, you're going to put it in a paper bag or a plastic bag if you don't have the paper bag. You're going to take your shrimp, drain them off a little bit, put them in another bowl. And you're going to take your flour and your cornmeal, mix that up in there. You're going to put your buttermilk, your cornmeal, your hot sauce, and your Worcestershire sauce. And you're going to put that in there. And you're just going to mix it up. on in there. Now after you get that done, then you want to get your pan, get the oil getting hot. You put about a cup and a half of oil. You just put it on and watch it. You want it to get around 350, somewhere in that area. You don't want it real hot. Now you're going to take the shrimp. Put a little bit at a time in the bag. They're in there. You just close it up. And they're nicely coated. Take off the excess. Okay, now you're going to put the remainder in there. And shake it up. Okay, now we're ready to fry the shrimp. Flip them over. They don't take long to cook.
So which you like best, your fingers or a tool?
Cool. Fingers are quicker.
How's that feel
It's
in
a
your
little
fingers,
hot.
man?
It's a little hot.
Hot
It's not-
grease on your fingers?
It's not that bad.
Not that bad.
No good. Keep an eye on your oil. You just don't want them to get too dark.
No, they look perfect the way you got them there.
This pan helps out a lot too. It's a heavy pan.
This is the best part of catching shrimp. Huh?
Yeah, eating them.
Eating them. We had a good day yesterday. We caught a lot of shrimp.
Long time heading them.
Not big ones. Yeah, they weren't giants, but they're good eating shrimp. During the shrimp season, we try to catch enough shrimp to last us for a year. Sometimes we got more than a year.
Yeah.
We found out they'll keep for like 3 years if they're frozen water. Some of them get pushed to the back of the freezer, but they were just like fresh shrimp, weren't they?
And we're not going to eat all these, but what I'm going to do with these for, I'll make a shrimp salad with the remainder of the shrimp for lunch tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going crabbing tomorrow.
Right, going crabbing tomorrow. See, this is what you don't, when you get the grease a little too hot. Right in the beginning, it was almost a little too hot, and it started to get too dark.
That's only one shrimp, though.
Only one. It's still good. But these ones come out, these are absolutely perfect.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Ah, it's a big one. They are done. Okay, now we're ready to prepare the sandwich. Okay, you want to slice your bread not all the way through. Just open it up. Take your sauce. Some of you, you might want to, if you like hot, this is just actually a mild sauce. You just smear your bread. On this sandwich, usually the way they put shredded lettuce in there, we're not too fond of lettuce, so I just saute some spinach and stick that on there. Stick your tomatoes in here.
Come out of our garden, right?
Right.
The tomatoes, not the spinach.
And then we'll put about probably 12 shrimp on this.
Yeah, lots of shrimp.
Yeah. And 12 might be too many. 8, 10, 11, 12.
Well, those sandwiches look good, Joyce.
Yeah, they're on the big side. I think I want to cut mine in half and take the other half for lunch tomorrow.
Yeah, they're kind of large.
It's large.
Yeah.
But they usually, when you get them, they are big.
Oh yeah. Well, you get old, you don't eat as much.
No.
You ain't supposed to anyway.
But for yous out there, we don't like a lot of salt. The shrimp could, if you want to put more salt in it to taste, or even the hot, you can add to that recipe more hot sauce and more salt.
Yeah, but they taste all right to me. But like
Yeah.
I said, we don't like salty stuff or real spicy stuff. So if you enjoy this video, we'd appreciate a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And thanks a lot for watching.